Um, so I'm not going to talk too much into depth on telescopes because you guys learned about them in grade 8, but just a review because this is another type of technology we use with to explore astronomy in space. So we have, and you guys know that we have two different types of telescopes, refracting and reflecting. So the earliest form of telescope was a refracting telescope. So that was the first one that was developed. The more powerful the lenses were, the greater the magnification was. Later on, they invented the reflecting telescope that uses mirrors to help focus light. So again, I'm not going to go into detail because you guys learned about this in grade 8, but we have refracting and reflecting telescopes. Okay. Now, obviously, they get bigger, so they have gotten bigger as time has gone by, and we see them looking like this usually. Um, so we use these to help us explore space. A radio telescope. I don't know if you've ever heard of a radio telescope, but we use radio telescopes to help us study natural occurring radio light from stars, galaxy, black holes, and other astronomical objects. So it helps us identify such light, and usually they are in the form of radio waves. I know you guys talked about different types of waves and wavelengths. So radio telescopes help us in exploring such objects in space. Now, the Hubble telescope is something that I'm hoping you guys have heard of, but the Hubble telescope helps us look at certain objects in space. So there's something called Astronomy Picture of the Day, and actually, I'm going to show it to you um, because it's really neat. So, Astronomy Picture of the Day. So they use the Hubble telescope to help us see certain objects in space. Um, so if I just show you this, so it's Astronomy Picture of the Day. So the Hubble telescope collects these images. Um, so this one's of planet Earth. Um, but if you were to go backwards or forwards, you would see what every day has in store. So eye on the Milky Way. So these are just images that astronomers are catching. A lot of them are from the Hubble telescope. I don't believe all of them are, but they do capture images as such. Um, so this is a nebula, and we're going to learn about what a nebula is eventually within this unit. But this is what the Hubble telescope helps us um, attain images of. So it helps us explore certain objects in space and um, understand their properties and um, their different uh, the different aspects that they hold. So that's what the Hubble telescope currently does. Now, we are planning to replace the Hubble with the James Webb telescope. The James Webb would provide us with even better pictures and more in depth, especially in the life cycle of a star. And we're going to talk about life cycles of a star, but that's what the James Webb would do. Its technology is insanely advanced if you take a look at this compared to the Hubble. Um, but the Hubble is, I don't know, like a few hundred years old. Um, so it should be a few hundred years old. Maybe a little, yeah. Anyways, so the James Webb was supposed to launch, I believe, in 2018, and I don't think they've launched it just yet. But NASA has a lot more information on both of those telescopes. So there's a game that you can play that just compares the two. I would like you to watch these videos just so you understand the difference between the Hubble and the James Webb. Um, but that's kind of an interesting fact about some of the telescopes.